Yes, I would if I could. I would teach you all the things I've never learned, and I'd help you cross the bridges that I burned. Yes, I would if I could. I would try to shield your
What's up, Chris?
innocence from time.
What's up, Sergeant?
But the part of life I gave you isn't mine. I'll watch you grow so I can let you go. If I could, I would help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears, babe. But I would if I could. If I could, in a time and place where you don't wanna be, you don't have to walk along this road with me.
What's up, Charlie?
My yesterday won't have to be if I knew it will. I try to change the world I brought you to. Now there isn't much more that I can do, but I would if I could. If I could, I would try to shield your innocence from time. But the part of life I gave you isn't mine. I'll watch you grow so I can let you go. If I could, I'd help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears. But I would if I could. If I
I wanted to start the broadcast off with a song by Regina Bell, if I could. I think it speaks to every adult, every parent who has a child, who wants to protect that child, who wants to shield that child. And I don't know when the last time we heard that song on the radio, if I could. So I figured I'd play that because I was at an event yesterday, the Black-owned wine festival at Dock 5, right there behind Union Market. And all I saw yesterday was about 3,000 black people of all shades and colors. I mean, black excellence. And all I kept thinking about was, man, if we ever get together, if we can ever come together, man, there's no stopping what we can do for this whole world. I mean, I saw just so many beautiful black people selling wine, selling food. And I don't know how they get the word around, but I say about 3,000 melanin. The melanin was popping on yesterday. It was popping. So I figured I would play this song also because today would have been Ray Charles' 88th birthday. Ray Charles was born on this day. And he actually has a version, If I Could. But Regina Belle took his version and stamped it. So if you get a chance to, just check out Ray Charles' version of If I Could. And look, and that's why I'm playing Regina Belle right now. I've been on a Regina Belle mode all day. Whitney, just powerful, beautiful, melon popping sisters. I'm so proud to be black and African American because I cannot stress to you that there is no other people in the world like us. We are exceptional. Even Roseanne Barr said, when she talked to Dr. Oz last week, that the African American are the most forgiving people in the world. We forgive everybody but ourselves. So I just wanted to, and I'm gonna keep her playing in the background. I'm gonna keep a couple of soldiers playing in the background because, again, I don't think we realize just how special and unique we are because of the negative press we get every day, non-stop, 24 hours a day. And again, like I said, until we own our own medias, our own print, our own radio, then we will never be able to control the narrative. It's going to be always their narrative and not our narrative. So again, I mean, I just wanted to come forth with that because I think that we just stay under constant bombardment from the powers that be.
When Jeannie got sick.
And, you know, one of my goals is to not just educate, not just to empower, not just to enlighten, but to inform. And I think that we all have a responsibility to educate each one and to empower each one. So this is my little part. I will say this. Real Talk is evolving. I will be bringing in professionals the coming weeks, whether it be in politics, whether it be in entertainment, sports, professionals, because I want you to see another view, not just my view. Or I want to bring other people in who have maybe a different perspective, but it's still a part of the pie. Like I said, I'm just one slice of the pie. There's other slices out there. So I will be bringing in other thoughts, other opinions, and we're going to have real talk, real issues, and hopefully come back with some real solutions. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You could be doing something different. I know this is still football season, and I'm still boycotting. The crazy thing about social media and Facebook is this. It reminds you what you said years ago. And sometimes I look at some of the posts I had when I was super Cowboy fan, and I was going in on them Redskins, them gag skins. But I've evolved. I'm no longer doing it. And you know how I roll. You know how I don't like them skins. But I don't care for them Cowboys right now. No NFL. But I just wanted to share that. Oh, but here it is. I'm going to show you some of the people who was at the some of the distributors that was at the Black-owned wine festival yesterday. I know it's gonna be backwards when I show it to you, so I will read you the card. Look here, I'm not getting paid for this. This is just Black-owned people who was there promoting their businesses. I picked up some cards. I was working the detail, and I just want to again. I just got so much appreciation for black businesses and black people, and anytime that we have a chance to promote us, we need to, because again, we don't have the venues, so we have to create the venues. So you have your social media, you got your your Facebook, you got your Instagram, you got your Twitter. So I would encourage everybody to promote Black-owned businesses at every opportunity. Okay? So again, next couple of weeks, if you want to come on, as a matter of fact, if you want to come on right now, I'll tag you in. Because again, I just think that we have so much more to offer to this world than what's been told. And I think that we have an opportunity of a lifetime to create this world in the image we want to see it. You know, our white brother has did his part. He cannot coexist with nobody. Let's be honest. Can we be honest? He can't coexist with nobody. And I'll say this. If it wasn't for black people in America with that forgiving spirit, this place would be on fire. Just like the Palestinians against the Israelis, just like the Afghans against the Indians, just like you name it, anywhere in the world where they're fighting, tribal fighting. We're the only group of people in the world that's not fighting our oppressors. So I salute us for the patience, but that's wearing thin. Okay? So look, I want to show you a couple of little cards I got yesterday. It's going to be backwards, so I'll tell you. It says look. This is look. Look vodka. Now look. All you Christian folks out here, don't trip on the spirits. Okay, it's Black-owned businesses. Matter of fact, I'm going to deal with that right now, real soon. Our problem in the black community is this. One of the biggest problems in the black community is this is called Look Vodka. And they're local. I didn't taste it because I was working. But again, they was out there pushing their program, pushing their product, and I salute them. Okay? This is called Blue Henry Spirits, BlueHenrySpirits.com, BlueHenrySpirits.com. The phone number is 240-619-4856, 240-619-4856. Oh, my fault. If you can see it, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to figure out this phone. Okay, Blue Henry. This one again. Foodray.com. They sell spirits too, cocktails. It's called FOU.DRE.com. All these are black-owned businesses, and I'm telling you, I don't know I don't know the name of the person who put that event together on yesterday, but when I tell you black excellence. This another one. Sankofa Beer Company. Sankofa Beer Company. They was out there again. I didn't taste it. All I know is that they was out there. They was promoting their brand, and I was out there just really enjoying just seeing black folks getting it in on yesterday. Okay, Sankofa. That's SankofaBeer.com. Okay. This is Delish Dish. They were the ones who actually providing the food, and I believe they're local. Delish Dish. If you can see this, Delish Dish. Again, another black-owned company. They was doing that thing on yesterday at the Black-Owned Wine and Spirit Festival. Her name is Danielle Williamson. You can reach her at 202-849-1438. That's a picture of some of the food that she makes. Okay. Another one is Miss Erin Roth. She was at the Black-Owned Spirit the Wine Festival yesterday. Again, this is just free advertisement. I don't know these people personally. I know that I just picked up some cards and they were selling their product. She had like a little everything was like vodka, spirit infused cakes and pastries, and she had a line of people out there getting fried. So you can check her out. Her number is 571-327-9431. Aaron S. Roth, 571-327-9431. Okay. So again, that was my experience on yesterday at the Black-Owned Wine and Spirit Festival. But let me. Can I just say something? Because I want to be very sincere when I say this. You know, I think one of the problems with the African American community in America is we lack culture. We lack a respect for culture, and we are the only group of people in the world who superimpose their religion over their culture. Case in point, in the Asian culture, the Asians have the Chinese, they have the Koreans, they have the Japanese, they have the Vietnamese, and but they have a culture. They have a culture and they have religion, but they never supersede their religion over their culture. Black people, especially Native African Americans, are the only group of people that I know who supersedes their religion over the culture. And we can't get nothing accomplished because we measure everything by the Bible or by the Quran. Well, in other cultures, ethnicities, they have a culture. You're born into a culture first, not into a religion. You're born into a culture. You're taught your culture before you taught your religion. A baby comes out the womb was being taught their culture, not their religion. They're taught how to survive, how to eat, how to live, how to take care of the family, how to take care of the community. You talk about culture first, not the religion. We're the only group of people in the world who impose religion over the culture. When the Indians come here, when the Arabs come here, when the Ethiopians come here, when the Jamaicans come here, when the Asians come here, everybody is practicing their culture. They're promoting culture over religion. We're the only group of people who promote the religion over the culture. We are backwards. We're backwards. And this is why we don't have a respect or an appreciation for the culture. We are the greatest when it comes to music. There's no music in the world like black music. from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. I can name the groups from the Temptations to the Marvettes to the Supremes to Whitney to Aretha. You just name it. Regina Bell, Angela Bofield. Come on, but we give up our music, we give up our talent, we give up our success because we don't have no respect for the culture. We're the only group of people who don't respect culture. We don't. And we need to change that paradigm. And this is why I am on social media today. And this is why my passion is coming off that religious titty, that religious nipple. Because look at the state of our black union right now. Just look at us. And ask yourself this question, be honest. 30 years ago, just 30 years ago, are we better now than we was 30 years ago? Just 30 years ago. Angela Bofield. Come on, man. I mean, you don't get no better than us when I'm talking about the music. The music, the Temptations, Marvin Gaye, Ray Charles, Curtis Mayfield. Come on, people. But we don't have no respect for our culture. So people come in here and they culture appropriate our culture. They take it, they repackage it, and give it back to us, and we make them the greatest thing since sliced bread. We got to stop that, family. We have to stop that. Look here, if you want to come on, I will bring you on right now. Anybody want to come on? I see you, Brandon. I see you, Trey. I see you, Michelle. I see you, Gabrielle. I see all y'all. Camilla, I see you. Charlie, you can come on right now. I'll bring you on right now. Again, we have to start doing things different. Look, that first song I played from Regina Bell was If I Could. I got 2 daughters, multiple nieces and nephews, and I'd be damned if I don't leave them a better world than what was left for me. You know, my parents remained silent on these issues about race and sex and culture. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not going to leave my children, our children, what was left to me. We, as the adults, have a responsibility to not just protect our children, not just to provide for our children, but give instructions to our children and protect the culture. If you're not protecting the culture, you can't call yourself a man or even a woman. We have to protect the culture. Everybody protects their culture. The Chinese protect their culture. The Jews, the Israelis protect their culture. The Russians protect their culture. Why do we just don't have no respect for the culture? I know why. I know why. When you've been beat down and beat up for like 400 years, and you've been given instructions and told what to do, you know, after a while, you know, you don't have to tell a person what to do. They're gonna do it automatically. You know, we look here. Can I be honest? We've picked up some bad habits over the last 400 years being here. It's like I posted earlier. I said, if you be around a person for 30 days, you pick up, or 90 days, you pick up, if you can be around somebody for 30 days, 90 days, and pick up their bad habits, how much so if you be in a country, a group of sociopaths, and don't pick up their bad behavior, their bad habits. We're acting like that we're all right, but we're functionally crazy. We are functioning out of our minds right now. We've lost our African mind. We're operating like we're Europeans, and we're not Europeans. They are psychopaths. They can't coexist with nobody. Let's be honest. Can we be honest? Can we actually be honest? I mean, think about it. No matter how many good friends you got like that, as a collective, they're about self-preservation. They have a bloodthirst, and we're the most forgiving people in the world. Facts. So I don't mind going in on them because at the end of the day, I'm not worried about no job. I'm not worried about no reputation. I'm not worried about that. My biggest concern is like that song I played earlier with Regina King, protecting the children, giving the children a greater future. Don't you guys get mad that when you step out your house and you go to the stores, you don't see nothing about yourself in stores? You don't get mad and upset that every community you go into, you're not even seeing yourself? That we are codepending on other people for our survival? Y'all don't get mad at that? You guys are all right with that? You're all right with every time you go to a store, you don't see yourself in the store? Every time you go to the grocery store, you don't? Okay, yeah, they're creating jobs for us, but we're not creating jobs for our own people. That's why I say, I am so glad that our children don't hate us, the grown folks, because they have every right to hate us if they really wanted to. You know why? Because we haven't did what we were supposed to do. And what is that? Leave a legacy for them. We just haven't. We haven't. So that's my soapbox. There's so many songs. I don't know what to play. My thing keeps saying low connection. I'm not even sure if I'm recording right now. But look, family, we must get tired of every time we go to the store that we're comfortable with seeing everybody else employing their own, and we're not employing our own, and we're not creating for our own. That's why I said, look here, my business right now is firearms. I'm a national firearm instructor. I can go anywhere in the state and teach. Certify your HQL, CCW. That's what I do. You interested? WanJohn29@gmail.com. WanJohn29@gmail.com. If I can't help you, I got a rack of folks who do the same thing I do. We can get you situated, get you gun certified, get you handgun certified, get you, responsible handgun users, responsible, and teach you and show you how to protect yourself. Because these days, we need to protect ourselves like never before. That it's time out for being so meek and lowly, humble and holy. It's time out for that. We are at war, people. If you don't have a bug out bag, if you don't have some rations set aside, in case you have to survive for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you're behind the curve. If you don't have some water saved up, some spring water saved up, if you don't have some food stocked up, you're already behind the curve. And if you definitely, you don't have a firearm to protect yourself. And these preachers out here who keep telling you to pray and pushing that and waiting on somebody else to help you out, all I'm going to say is this about them guys. Shame on them. Shame on them. Shame of them. You know, everybody else is loaded, locked and loaded, and ready to defend themselves, and they keep promoting this passive, docile, waiting, taking a knee, raising your hand. I don't subscribe to that. You never see me take no knee. I'm not gonna raise my hand. I'm gonna go to my cabinet. I'm gonna go to my shelf, and I'm gonna take care of business, because that's what a man does. He protects his family. He provides. He gives instructions. And he protects his culture. I'm going to keep saying that. The definition of a man is a man who protects his family. He provides for his family. He gives instructions to his family. And he protects the culture. So all these guys who are out here saying amen and they're not protecting the culture, you're not what you really think you are. You got to go back and rethink this. Again, we just keep on letting people just take our culture, take us for bad, and we taking knees and we raising our hands. And again, a non-black man can't even, we're not even safe in our houses no more. And this is coming from a lamp. I'm a lamp. Can I say lamp again? LAMP. What is lamp for me? Law enforcement 20 years, activist 20 years, minister ordained. Okay, I can marry you. And police officer. I'm a lamp. So I see things differently. So I'm not going to be like most people or others who've been in this law enforcement field and still thinking like a citizen. I don't think like a citizen. I think like a police officer. If you're in the military, you should be thinking like a military man. I don't know how you can spend 20 years in a military or law enforcement and then you come back out thinking like a civilian. That's crazy to me. You can't do that. Well, people have done that. It's like you forget your whole training. I am a lamp. A lamp. Law enforcement, activist, minister, and police officer. Period. I make no excuses. I see differently. I believe in protecting everybody in the culture. If one is sick, we all sick. If one is poor, we all poor. If one don't have shelter, we all don't have no shelter. That's why I'm looking forward to doing safe house transitional living. I'm going to do me a safe house transitional living for folks who need transition from whatever situation you're going through. You need about maybe 60 days or 5 months to get back on their feet. We have to have things in place for us. So safe house, transitional living. I'm already doing the firearms piece. You know, real firearms. It's going to be a reality soon. It's going to be reality soon. And defense training. Okay? Because you have to defend yourself, especially against white rage, which is real, family. Now, I know that we don't want to deal with the realities that, you know what, we're so consumed with this civil war between our white brother and our white sister about this Trump piece. And they've given black people a green light to talk about Trump, and when and if he decide, when he leaves the scene, and whether he gets impeached or whether he passes away or Pence take over, they're gonna take that card back. They're gonna take that card back, and you're gonna have black folks going back to being silent again. Well, maybe not. But family, it's time to get serious about protecting yourself, protecting your family, downsizing, and learning how to protect your family and yourself. Now, I know a lot of folks watch me don't have no firearms, don't want no firearms, and they believe that God's going to come in and fight their battle. Yeah, he is. He's sending me to help you. He's sending me to help you. Again, if you need to be taught how to properly handle firearms and how to be certified, you give me a call. You email me. I'll put you on a fast track to being a responsible firearm user and owner legally. I promise you that. Okay, that's the least I can do for you. Because again, unbeknownst to you, while you're watching televisions and entertainment and football and basketball, there are people plotting your destruction and your children's destruction. And they don't care nothing about you. Matter of fact, they want to keep you asleep. Because the more asleep you are, when they do put that October surprise on you, it'll be too late. I don't think people realize this. Let me say something. All these ICE raids, or dry runs, you have to have a dry run for the bigger picture. So you pick on the Latino community, you do these ICE raids, because you want to have some dry runs before you perfect the big one. And at least I'm honest enough to know this, that everything this country does is to keep its native African American community in check. They will give Latinos, Asians, Africans from Egypt or North Africa, they would give them honorary white status. As long as you don't get no status, as long as you stay at the bottom, it's going to always be a war between Native African Americans and the system of white male domination and white male dominant fragility. I don't even say supremacy anymore. I just say because they're very fragile people. So, again, I just want my brothers to wake up from that spell that you're under and summons the confidence and the strength to protect our women, protect our children, protect our families, and protect the culture. Summons the strength, brothers. The most deadly warrior in the world is the black man. Just do some research. Just do some research on Hannibal the Great. Just do some research on Shaka Zulu. Hell, although I hate to use this example, but even Colin Powell under George Bush administration, he was the one that came up with the idea of shock and awe. Yes, the shock and awe came from him. So again, family, we need to really begin to protect our families. Again, I'm going to play that Angela Bofield song again. I think it's timely. I think Angela speaks to all of us about protecting our children. You know, I sometimes ask myself, have we failed our children? Because everywhere I go, I don't see, I'm not seeing the black communities. We're seeing neighborhoods, but we're not seeing the communities. I was thinking, even when I was at the Doc 5 yesterday, I was like, Man, I just wish that you could have saw black excellence on display on yesterday. It gave me hope. It gave me hope that the hope of the world rests with us. Let's be honest. The hope, the fate of the world rests with the native African Americans. I believe that as we go, the world goes. As black people in America go, because we're the standard in the world. Let me say this again. The standard in the world is the native African Americans. Because people are still trying to figure out how y'all still coexist with a people who hung you, castrated you, lynched you, raped your women, used them as test subjects for gynecology. And now they're shooting you in the street unarmed. And y'all haven't did nothing but take a knee. That is nothing short of amazing. That speaks about the grace that resides in us, the mercy that resides in us, the patience that resides in us. But let me say something. Even mercy and grace and patience has an expiration date. It's not permanent. It's just not permanent. And they know it's not permanent. I'm concerned about that whole piece in Dallas right now. If that young lady, Amber Gaia, gets off. Because I believe, the atmosphere, the ingredients for an explosion is very ripe nationwide. So, but again, I'm going to stop right there. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I want to, let me say something. Let me say this first. Let me say something to my Christian brothers, my Muslim brothers, who are looking for messages when they preach so they can entertain. That day is over, brothers. Because all these messages you guys are looking for, just the high fives and accolades and the garments and the robes, there are people with guns. They are ready to go to war. And you're going to be tested. Your belief going to be tested. I'm trying to get you on the right page right now. I pray for you. Because, again, the biggest divider of our community has been the black church. And hands down, the black church and plantation preaching and colonial Christianity. The big three: colonial Christianity, plantation preaching, and the black church has been the biggest divider of our community. Because again, we pushing religion and belief over culture. I'm gonna leave it right there. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it. You could be doing something else. I hope that you would share this. Share this with your friends and your enemies. We got some enemies out there too, because we're a war family. We may not want to accept it, may not want to believe it, but we are at war. And they are betting that we're not going to come together and work together to solve our own problems. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's going to get better for us. I love black people. I love what we stand for. Again, we are the greatest group of people in the world. The world has never seen a group of people like us. That's why everybody want to come here. They don't want to come here just to study the information. They want to come here to find out, take a good look at these black folks. I love black people. I love Native African Americans. There's no group of people in the world like us. Nowhere in the world like us. And you should relish the fact that that we are unique, that we're exceptional, that there's something great about us. I just can't find the words to describe how unique and how great we are. So please, in spite of the negative 24/7, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day coverage we get, we're great people. We're great people. And we've done so much for the world. But again, I'm gonna leave it right there. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I will be bringing on some celebrities, bringing on some pastors, businessmen, authors, we're gonna have some real talk, real discussions. If you want to come on, I'll bring you on. We can talk. Okay? Again, thank you for tuning in. Ain't no need to worry what the night is gonna bring. We're gonna be okay, family. We're gonna be okay. Again, if you want to know how to work a firearm, JUANJOHN29@gmail.com. Certified in all 50 states, and that would include Hawaii too. Okay, I will fly to Hawaii. I will go to Maine. I will go to California. Once I find out what the laws are, you hear me locked up. I got these locks. I know how they roll against locks. My antennas. Again, remember this before I check off. Go to realtalktji.org. Leave me a message. The website is up, but we're still working on it. But realtalktji.org. A lot of folks have been asking me what is TJI. When I first started this, it was this just in. So to save some characters, I make it TJI. A lot of folks ask me what is WMD. WMD is not more so weapons of mass destruction. It's white male dominant culture. So if you see WMD, it's white male dominant culture. If you see TJI, it means this just in. Okay, and I am an official LLC. Okay, and I'm going to get back to reading this book this week, not Sunday, but this week, The American Slave Code. The American Slave Code in Theory and in Practice. Again, The American Slave Code in Theory and in Practice. The American Slave Code in Theory and in Practice. Another book I want you to get, David Walker's Appeal. Again, David Walker's Appeal is a first-hand account of our good, born-again Christian white brother who castrated, hung, lynched in the name of the Lord. Get the book. It's a first-hand account, David Walker's Appeal. 2 required books for not just you, for your children. David Walker's Appeal. Okay. And again, if you're a professional, you're law enforcement, you're a judge, you're a police officer, you want to come on to a split screen with me, let's have a conversation. Let's have it. In this climate of black police officers remaining silent when black lives are being killed, it's more the reason why you need to have the discussion. Talk to somebody who was a police officer, who did it for 20 years. Got a very unique perspective. Okay? Again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. And remember this. It's not how much you know. It's how much you care. Real talk is about real talk, real issues, and real solutions. And before I leave, I got to invoke my I ams, because I am. I am a king. I am on top of things. I am a ruler. I am successful. I am prosperous. Not was, but I am. So every day when you wake up, say I am. I am what? I am successful. I am prosperous. I am wealthy. I am healthy. You speak those things that be not as though they are. Okay? You're not lying. You speak those things now. The scripture says, let the sick say I'm healed. Okay? So let the broke say I'm rich. All right? Again, we're going to leave it right there. It is not how much you know. It's how much you care. I'm out of here. God bless you. Stay encouraged. I'm out.